Okay, so I'm going to continue modeling with this now. I've just finished getting this front set up. Um, in preparing for this next stage here, what I was trying to do, I realized that by doing this the way that I did it, I accidentally introduced four edges I did not mean to put in. Right here, where this edge, right after the camphor was done, where this edge gets laid down right here, when I did the camphor, it put an extra edge there. So I'm going to select that edge and click remove. And you'll see there's still another edge there. I'm going to click this one also because the same thing happened here. There's an extra edge that I'm going to remove. Down here on the bottom, there's one more edge here I'm going to remove. And then one last edge on this side over here, right where it attaches to the television. I'm going to remove that edge. So getting those edges out of the way is important. Because what I want to do here now, I want to add some detail that's going to let me create this rounded shape right here, and that rounded shape, and even this kind of pull in right here where we see that we drop to a V right here. I need to add more detail into the model so I can make that appear. So I'm going to select one at a time all of these edges. So I'm starting right from the middle and going to that first big gap. And if I look at the picture here, what I'm going to here is I'm going out to this point right here, basically this edge. This is the edge that I'm getting to. That's what that top edge is right here. The next edge out here that's this far distant out, I want that all to stay nice and square, like it is shaped like that right there, nice and square, just like it is here in the picture. It's nice and square up there. But I want to be able to curve these edges a little bit. So I need to add some detail. So by selecting all those edges, I can click the connect button, and I'm going to set my connect edges to 5. So I'll put in 5 edges, and there we go. They all went in the way I wanted them to. And I will click the little check mark. And I got all my 5 edges are in here. Now I'm going to select all of these edges. Using my control key, adding to my selection, tilting this to the side so I can, see the lines I want to get all the way out to that line right there. Hit the connect button. It's going to remember what I did last time, which was add 5 sections, and I'll let it put 5 more sections in. Next, I'm going to select all of these. And hit the connect button, connect all those edges, get the green button, and then I will get all these edges over here, and I will click the connect button. All right. Now this gives me all the detail I need all the way around the television here. I'm going to switch to vertices. And I want to move like all of these verts right here at the top. I'd like to move them up just a little bit, and then grab the 3 there in the middle and up a little bit, and then grab just the one right there and up a little bit. And that kind of gets that round shape up there at the top. Let's go take a look at our reference image. There we go. We get that round shape at the top. If I really wanted to, I could even pull this one in X and Z down a little bit, like that, and do the same thing over here on this side. All right. And these vertices on the side here, ooh, let me be careful. I got to be very careful. Make sure I'm not, there's no vertices on the back. Good. So I'm not going to be accidentally selecting any vertices on the back. So I definitely don't want to be selecting any vertices on the back. So I'll select, be careful how I do this. Hold my control key down, get those, and move them out a little bit. Bring my selection in, move those out a little bit. Just go for that very last one, out a little bit. I'm going to undo all of that. Put it all back where I had it at, behemoth. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to try something. Just want to see what's going to happen here. This thing's called soft selection. Just going to select that one vertex right there. And then I'm going to adjust this thing called fall off down significantly. I just want to be tugging on these vertices right here. So my strongest area of influence that I'm going to be pulling on this is going to be right here. And then there's less and less influence out here to where there's no influence at all. Let me just pull the whole thing up. Yeah. Let me adjust the fall off up just a little bit. Yep, I'm not liking that either. We'll turn off soft selection. Yep, I think I'm just going to do what I was going to do. I'm going to leave those corners where they're at. Pull that up. Let me stop this. Go to the front viewport. Let's see here. Be careful. These vertices right here. I want to pull them all up. Down my selection down a little bit. Up. And just the slightest little tick up right there. All right. These right here on the side. Pull them out. Narrow my selection to the 3 in the middle. Out again, like one little tick. And just this one all by itself. All right. Ooh. Did I not connect? Did I not connect these two? I thought I connected those two. That's not going to work either. Okay. So here I am into these. Let's see. I didn't have that one down there at the bottom selected. Look at me, played myself like a violin right there. Did not have that one selected. Let me fix that. There we go. I want all that detail. That detail is important. And it gets back to are you willing to fail? Are you willing to make mistakes and then have to go backwards, and then deal with the consequences of the mistakes? So, okay, that's great. Got all those lines in the way I wanted them. Now I'll switch to the front viewport and switch back to vertex, and I will start to do this again, grabbing all these on the top and I can also grab the vertices on the bottom, and rather than using the move tool, I can use the scale tool and scale them. Yeah, scale them out in Y. Just a little bit. Pull them a little bit out in Y. And then I'll grab those 3 and grab these 3 down here. And then I'll squeeze them out in Y again. This will keep them, notice how they're moving all together. So pushing them out just a little bit, just to round that a little bit. And then I'll grab just that last vertex, those last pair of vertices right there, and then just want this just ever so little bit. That's too much. That'll do right there. I like that. And then I'm going to grab all 5 of these on this side, hold down my control key and get all 5 of those on the other side, and then push them out a little bit, just a little bit. Then I'm going to grab 3, hold my control key, and grab 3, push them out just a little bit, and then I'm going to grab just the one right in the very smack dab middle. And I'll go with that. Now let me take a look at this. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Pushes out a little bit. All right. Now this inner screen part. This is going to be a little more fine-tuning here. I want to grab just those 5 right there. And I got too many. You can see I got too many. I just want these 5 right there. Good, I got those 5 on the top. And I'll come back over to here. Press my control key. And I want to get these 5 on the bottom. Should have, I believe, if I selected them the way I wanted to, should have 10 vertices selected. Good. Now let me take a look and watch how this goes when I push this out. So I'll push that out a little bit. Yeah, push that out a little bit. Then I'm going to bring in my selection and get those 3. Hold my control key down and get these 3. And push those out just a little bit. And then just the one right here on the top and the bottom. Just push those out just a little bit. There we go. I like it. All right. Working over here on the sides. Just want to grab the 5 that are right there along the side. Hold my control key down and then come grab these 5 right over here. Still got 10 vertices selected? Good. Now, this one I want to push out a little more because this one does round out more than the other direction rounds out. So I'll push those out, and then I'm going to narrow my selection to just the 3. And push those out. And then narrow my selection to just the 1. Push those out. Then I want to see, okay, how did this work? How does it look? I'll go back to perspective, and yeah, my screen's looking okay. Now, I'm finished shaping the front of my television screen here. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. In the next video, I'm going to create a bunch of selection sets of various groups of polygons, and we're going to do a rough paint job on this and see how it's looking.